sliced my Swede nice and thin because I'm going to parboil it, and then we're going to create a layer on top of the savoury beef. So that's nearly boiled enough. That'll do. We have got 5% beef, which I managed to get at Sainsbury's. Was it Sainsbury's?
Looks like it.
Yeah, loads of it reduced. So this was £3 for 3/4 of a kilo. I'm going to use it all in this dish. This is going to be a 4-portion dish, so obviously it's going to be 750 divided by 4, so it's just under 200 grams of mince per portion. I've got some stock here, so I think it's from a gammon that we did a few weeks ago. So cooked it down, so it's jellified underneath. I mean, it's completely solid. You can sort of see, completely solid, but it's got a layer of fat in the top as well. So I'm going to use a little bit of the fat, and I will be using some of the stock in a while. Basically, it's a simple savoury beef recipe. So beef, shallots, some herbs, and then we're going to make a creamy, cheesy, garlicky sauce to go over the top of the Swede. The Swede's pretty much done actually. It's bubbling away because it was nicely sliced, or thinly sliced. I actually managed by the look to get one of the thickest pieces out, and actually that's gone. So obviously you don't want to overcook it because you do want it to retain some of its structure for the dish, otherwise you just turn it into mash. Boiled it for literally no more than less than 10 minutes. It is more than enough cooked after that time because it is just got some texture to it. It's 5% minced beef, but you know, use your preference. I've started off with some fat in there, so some of the saved fat that we've got, and I'm now going to add some stock in there as well. If you're using a higher fat percentage beef, you may not need to add either. Yeah, there'll be quite a lot of liquid comes out of that anyway. This is definitely a gammon stock. As I can see, it's crystal clear. Look at how golden it is. Judging it on sort of liquid stock, it would be maybe 100 grams or 100 mils. But this is obviously jelly stock. I'm using maybe a teaspoon size, couple of grams of arrowroot. Mix it with a little bit of cold water. No more than sort of like a tablespoon of water, just so it's dissolved. It's liquid, yeah, that's all you need. Alternative thickener, xanthan gum, you'd use like half a teaspoon. Xanthan gum you can whack straight in. Arrowroot you need to sort of water down just first. All I'm trying to do here is just thicken up the stock around the meat. That's all it is. So I'm going to use the same pan, just going to make a creamy cheesy sauce. So I'm going to use a pot of ricotta. You could use something heavier if you want. So if you wanted a really rich sauce, you could use double cream or mascarpone. Double cream for you better. 100 grams of cheese. So there's still plenty of fat going into it. Right, we just need to heat this through. We're not trying to boil or anything like that. It's just heating it through. Same with the cheese. We're going to add it in just to melt it. We don't need to bring this to a boil like you would a white sauce. Right, so just let that heat through gently, just to melt the cheese. You could use Dijon mustard. A bit of mustard powder in cheese sauce is really good. Right, I'll show you what I normally do then. Just put that on one. That's essentially done. As soon as it's warmed through, the cheese, the colour's changed from that pure white ricotta into now the slightly yellow. Right, I've got mustard seeds. So I'm going to use, not much, that's too much, but I'm just going to grind it into a powder. The seeds are black, but obviously when you grind it, you can see the yellow there, yeah? So there you go, we've ground mustard seeds. I'm not going to use all of that, that's a teaspoon and a half, if not even a bit more. So we're just going to use half a teaspoon. Look how good that sauce is. Such an easy cheese sauce to make. And we're just going to pop this in the Ninja. It's literally going to take not even 10 minutes because obviously everything's cooked. The ricotta is going to brown really quickly.